By the way, I saw Bulbbul and I thought you were such a revelation. And the first thing I did was like stalk you on Google. I was like, who is she? How did you start out? I really loved your performance. I thought there was something very enigmatic and very mysterious. You played the role so beautifully. So please take a bow. So you need to tell me, like, there's very little known about you, honestly. So this was the first time I saw you. I haven't seen Laila Majnu or Poster Boys. So perhaps you can tell me, like, how does it feel to get so much love from everywhere? I was just checking out your Twitter and all of that. It's exploding, right?
It's quite unreal, honestly. I'm just very happy and very excited because this is something that I didn't get, on my first film or my second film. My second film was a theatrical, and now I do get messages from people, who keep praising my work in Laila Majnu, but at that point there was nothing, there was no conversation around it. And now people, are finally talking about it after watching Bulbbul. They're going back and
Yes.
they're watching Laila Majnu, they're watching my other work. So this is, really exciting, and I'm really happy that people are finally appreciating my work, and not just my work, the entire team's work. They're saying good things about the direction team or the camera team or the costume team. So yeah, it's just a great feeling, and I'm really, very happy.
Of course. I know. Please enjoy your moment in the sun. But you know what I think? Like, it's such an empowering fable as well. It's a feminist fable. So, you must know that this movie would have got attention because it released on Netflix. I mean, with the kind of global reach it has. My mother saw it in Kerala, and then my sister saw it in Boston. So we are talking, just my family, so many of them were talking about this movie. So did you know that you had stumbled upon perhaps this could be your career-altering film?
I had no idea about it. Like, I just, at the time, I was like, okay, the story is nice. Okay, the character has a craft. It has got many layers to it. The story is interesting. It is talking about a lot of things, it is covering a lot of topics, whether it's child marriage or whether it's domestic violence. This story has elements to it, I believe. It talks about romance, talks about love, power, jealousy, and despite having all these, many elements, the basic narrative is very simple. So that for me was interesting at first. It's one of those stories that you hear from your grandparents.
Yes.
So that for me initially was interesting. Yeah, it's definitely something that will take you back to your childhood.
Very true.
I believe that in today's world we're surrounded by stories. With all these OTT platforms, especially.
Of course.
There are, new stories every day, and in all of that, I think we've forgotten our very first story. So it's that story that will take you back to your childhood, and that will take you back to your first story. So for me, only that bit was interesting at first. I didn't think that it would become this, that people would love it so much.
Of course.
And yeah, I'm just really happy that they're liking it.
Right. It's, like you said, it's steeped in Indian folklore and fantasy. We have not borrowed from the West for this one. It's almost like you said, my grandmother told me this about witches and how they come baying for your blood. It's something that's very familiar to Indian children, and as we grow up in that reality. So maybe what was the director's brief to you? Like, how did this happen to you? Like, what did she tell you? How should you play the role?
She didn't say anything about it. She is someone who believes in being real, being in the moment. So even during the prep, I think we had 2 months to prep for the character and for the entire story, and I spent a lot of time with Anvita those 2 months.
Right.
And we were just working on this girl's backstory. We were just working on, she was just trying to make me understand who this person is, where she comes from, what's her relationship with the other, characters that are there in the story. And she, would, all of us, she would just give us situations. She would never, I think as a writer or as a director, you can sometimes be possessive of your content because you don't want people to mess up with it. And but Anvita is, fully secure in that sense because she always gave us the freedom to just do whatever we, do anything with the characters, and she would always give us situations and ask us to react to those situations as characters and approach those situations as our characters and not as, Tripti or as Avinash Tiwari. Right. So I think that helped, and that was the only brief given to us.
Okay.
She would never brief us, for any scene. She would just be like, you know the intent of the scene, you know what the scene is trying to tell. So just be in the mood and just do it. Do whatever you feel like doing. So we were just very free.
And this movie is being hailed as this a portrait of feminism because it's co-produced by Anushka Sharma and her brother. Female directors leading the project. You are the title character. So is that a sign of good things to come? Like, it's so interesting to see women say women's stories produced by women. It's quite a power trip.
I think it's the best time for actresses like me, or actresses in general, to be in the industry, because I think nowadays people are writing good roles for women. People are, and women also, actresses, they don't think twice before taking up challenging roles. They in fact want to do challenging roles, and people are going to watch them in theaters. Any female character, any female actor, they don't need a male member or a male character to invite audiences to the theaters. So I think times are changing, but when I got this film first, and I went and told my relatives and my friends that, oh, I've got this film called Bulbbul, the first question that they would ask me was, "Acha, hero kaun hai?" And I would be like, bro, it's called Bulbbul, it's not called Babul.
Really? No. Oh.
But then,
yes.
But then I was like, this concept of heroes and heroines, this is something that needs to go away, because we are no heroes. We are just actors who are doing things that we love. I am not doing any favor on anybody by acting. This is something that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I do because I love it. And they should just stop looking at us as heroes and heroines, and focus more on the story and what it's trying to, what message it's trying to give out to the audiences. And that's when the situation will actually change. But what time?
Of course. And every movie is a step in the right direction, especially something like this. I wanted to also ask you, like, how did you handle rejections? I'm sure it has not been easy. You have been auditioning for roles. Nothing came to you on a platter, I'm sure about that, because you moved to Mumbai, you were an outsider. So what was that like? I mean, how did you keep the hope afloat, How did you manage?
Yeah, so for me, I think I was expecting a lot from Leela Majnu, and this is very funny story around it. I was, 1 week before the release of the film, I was in the market buying vegetables, and I was like, oh, मैं ये नहीं कर पाऊंगी. How will I go and buy vegetables? People will recognize me, and I'm going to be popular and stuff like that. But nothing happened. People didn't even, nobody spoke about the film then. And I was actually expecting that I would get, 2 or 3 projects at least post Leela Majnu, but nothing happened. So I just waited for like good 6-7 months. Then I started auditioning again, and I did get a couple of offers then later post 6-7 months, but nothing was interesting. And I think, as an actor, you should always say no to things if you're not, if you're not, agreeing to the story or to the character, because then you don't want to waste anybody's time, right? And you don't want to waste your own time by saying yes to, such stories. So I just kept saying no, and it was difficult. There were days where, I would wake up and think like, acha, what should I do now? There's nothing. And the next day also there's nothing. So things can get a bit difficult, especially when you're not living with your family, when you're not living with your friends. But I just, and when you see that all your other friends are working, you just feel useless at times. But I think I've always utilized that time working on myself. I make sure that I, keep myself busy. And I think as an actor, it's very important to, understand that you have to have patience. You have to have patience. Otherwise, if you don't have patience, if you don't trust yourself, then you should just pack your bags and go home.
Fair enough. No. That we should put it on your t-shirt and walk around. All aspiring actors generally don't have patience. This is not the place for you. Another reason why this movie resonated with mostly men and women are because it deals with sexual violence against women. Everybody has anger about it. We don't want to, when we hear about grim news about being violated, etc., and that's been going on for years. That's one of the reasons. Was that also a factor for you, like knowing that you're dealing with a subject that's very sensitive? If not handled well, it can look very exploitative. was that a factor for you? Quite
No,
exciting.
actually, this never, bothered me
Uh-huh.
at all.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I come from a conservative family, and my parents did freak out seeing their daughter getting raped by a stranger. So I had to like really, for me it was nothing because I know I'm an actor and I will get, opportunities in future where I will have to, go through a lot and do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as long as it's important for the story, मतलब फालतू में नहीं डाला गया. This is the turning point in her life. This is a very important scene for the film. So which is why I didn't feel awkward doing it, or I didn't feel that I should say no to it. I won't be doing such scenes because I think it's disturbing or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yes, it was definitely disturbing for my family.
No, fair enough. Yeah.
It was disturbing, and then I told them, I said, don't look at it like that. Don't think it's your daughter. Just look at it as a film.
Okay.
Because otherwise it will affect you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. Which was the toughest scene, may I ask, in the movie? Which do you think kind of left a mark on you, and you were like, oh God, this is a tough one? Other than the brutal, violent scene, those two scenes naturally stand out, of course.
Yeah, those were the scenes, and then there is actually those are the entire
movie, yeah.
sequence with the transformed Bulbbul, because I think as a person I feel I'm more close to the one that's innocent and it was easier for me to understand her physicality, and I move a lot while talking, and she also does the same thing, and I am mostly confused in her life, and she's also the same person, so I could relate to her. But for me to understand 25, the transformed Bulbbul's mindset was a bit challenging at first, and we had to work really hard on it, especially with my acting coach Atul Movia, and he gave me this very weird exercise. He said, just focus on your breathing pattern, change it, because she's a person who is very calm, who's complete in herself. She is her own soulmate. She does not need anybody else, to complete her
or define her. Yeah.
That person is always very calm and a person who breathes differently. So just focus on that and just cut off completely from the outside world and focus on your inner self, and that will help. And initially I was like, how is this going to help? This is such a useless exercise. But then I kept doing it for good 2-3 months, and it actually made a difference.
Yeah.
Like I could feel the difference. So yeah, that is something that was challenging because I move a lot, and you can notice all my muscles move while
it worked.
That person is just like sitting like this and not even talking most of the time. So that
very seductive. Very seductive.
I had to really control myself.
Yeah, you did. The scene in which your brother-in-law looks at you at first and sees the difference, how much you've changed. There's a scene where you're fanning yourself, I think, or talking to someone. I was like, wow, she's so in control of her entire person, Interesting. Really, well done you. And I have to say, you are like the antidote to all the nepotism debates. You've made it on your own. Congratulations. I just feel so happy talking to a person who made it on her own steam and has done so well with such a fantastic feature, I have to admit.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm glad you like my work.
Of course, your work and the movie. I hope you and your sister-in-law get another movie. You both are so interesting. I think there should be a sequel where what happened to you two?
Vinodini.
Yes.
Vinod,
perhaps. Yes. And then you guys should have a sequel. But I hope you get, you don't have to go out and buy vegetables, since that's the yardstick. You get...
I don't mind doing that, but at that time it was like, shit.
Oh.
People might recognize me, and that was never going to happen.
No, but now you can practice your wave and your superstar aura around you. But such a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for entertaining us. It's such a lovely film.
Thank you.
So take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye, take care. Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.